Soccer isn't just a sport, it's a billion-dollar industry. But while we watch the goals, what we miss are the golden cleats. Literally. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the crazy expensive shoes soccer's biggest stars are lacing up. Starting with Lamine Yamal's Adidas F50 Elite FG Limited Edition. These cleats weren't just boots, they were basically golden tickets for your feet. Released in 2024 to celebrate Lamine being basically the best player on Earth, and probably on Mars too. These things had more hype than a Drake album drop. The design? A fire combo of white, pink, and purple with gold details like a unicorn dipped in luxury. Worn by the man himself, Lamine. They weren't just made to play football, they were made to break ankles and break the internet. Retail? Just $250. Yeah, like a steal. But on resale? $1,300 and climbing faster than your Wi-Fi when the router finally works. Only 100 pairs made worldwide. And poof, they sold out faster than concert tickets for Messi's retirement game. Next is Ronaldinho's Nike Tiempo Legend 10R Touch of Gold. These weren't just cleats, they were luxury football art with studs. Released to honor the king of no-look passes and the only man who could smile while humiliating defenders. These boots are as legendary as his flip-flap. Worn by the magician himself, these bad boys were made with premium materials and dipped in gold, not literally, but close enough to make you feel like you needed gloves just to touch them. The white and gold colorway was cleaner than a VAR review in your favor, and that iconic 10R branding? You already know, it screams, I break ankles for fun. They originally retailed for $300, which was a bargain for boots that came with built-in sauce. But now, they resell for over $2,500. That's the price of a PS5 and 12 years of FIFA Ultimate Team failure. Only 1,000 pairs were ever made, and they sold out faster than Ronaldinho made defenders disappear. Honestly, if cleats had a Hall of Fame, these would be first ballot. How could we ever forget the human bulldozer with a rocket for a leg, Erling Haaland? When Nike dropped the Phantom GX Force Edition in 2023, it wasn't just a cleat release, it was a warning to goalkeepers everywhere. These boots were built for power, precision, and pure destruction. Worn by Haaland during his record-breaking, stat-padding, hat-trick every week season at Man City, the only thing these boots couldn't do was miss. Originally priced at $275, which sounds reasonable, until you realize they now resell for over $2,500. That's right, more than a month's rent in some cities. But hey, you're not just buying cleats, you're buying the spirit of Haaland's hammerfoot. The colorway? Straight up danger mode. Electric red and black with lightning bolt graphics because apparently Haaland doesn't run, he strikes. And with Nike's grip knit tech, these boots literally glue the ball to your foot, so no more blaming bad touches on the turf. Only 500 pairs were made worldwide. Now let's talk about a man who made football look like ballet in boots, Zinedine Zidane. And when Adidas dropped the Predator Mania Golden Touch, it was less of a cleat release and more of a tribute to football royalty. These weren't just any Predators. These were Zidane's Predators. A golden tribute to a man whose touch was so smooth, it made defenders question their life choices. The design? White and metallic gold, so clean they could be displayed in a museum next to the Mona Lisa. Originally retailing at a few $100, these boots now go for over $3,000 on collector markets because apparently owning a piece of Zidane's magic costs more than your gaming setup. Worth it though. You're not just buying cleats, you're buying the spirit of that 2002 volley and a sprinkle of that infamous headbutt energy, just without the red card. These cleats came with that signature Predator tongue flap, you know? Now let's talk about the speed demon himself, Kylian Mbappe. The guy who runs like the Flash, finishes like a sniper, and celebrates like he already knew the goal was coming. So when Nike dropped the Mercurial Superfly Mbappe Flames, they didn't just drop cleats, they dropped pure heat. These things look like Mbappe ran so fast, he literally set his boots on fire. The bold flame design, mixed with sleek black and red gradients, made you look fast, even if you're just jogging in PE class. Retailing at around $275, they now resell for over $3,000 in some markets, which is crazy because that's more than my laptop. And these boots don't even come with Wi-Fi. But hey, they do come with speed, style, and a whole lot of sauce. Only a few hundred pairs were released worldwide, and they sold out faster than a defender's dignity when Mbappe turns on the jets. These cleats weren't made for walking, they were made for blowing past backlines like they don't even exist. And let's be real, if you're wearing the Mbappe Flames, you better have at least one step over in your bag, or you're wasting oxygen. The king of flair, nutmegs, and questionable haircuts. Neymar Jr. when Puma dropped the Future Z 1.4 Brazil Gold Edition, it wasn't just a boot, it was a statement. Like Neymar was saying, I'm fast, I'm flashy, and yes, my cleats are shinier than your future. These golden beasts were designed to reflect Neymar's Brazilian roots and his golden boy status. The colorway? Dripping in metallic gold with green accents, like someone melted down a World Cup trophy and turned it into boots. Retail price? Around $300. Resale? Over $2,000 easy, because apparently, if it sparkles and Neymar wore it, the price automatically triples. Limited to just a few hundred pairs worldwide. And of course, they sold out faster than Neymar hits the floor after a foul. You know I had to say it. But jokes aside, now you already knew this one was coming. The king of stepovers, headers, and shirtless goal celebrations, Cristiano Ronaldo. And when Nike dropped the Mercurial CR7 Chapter Series Diamond Edition, oh yeah, it was less of a cleat and more of a royal flex. These boots were part of Ronaldo's legendary Chapter Series, telling the story of his rise from Madeira to becoming football's most polished machine. And the Diamond Edition? Well, it literally sparkled. Like Nike didn't just design these, they blessed them. Retail price? Around $350. But resale today? You're looking at $5,000 plus. Because apparently when you combine Cristiano, diamonds, and limited edition Mercurials, your wallet starts crying. The colorway was icy, shimmering silver with diamond-crusted graphics, and that classic CR7 branding stamped on the side like a signature from greatness itself. These boots were built for speed, precision, and most importantly, reminding people who the real problem is on the pitch. Only a few hundred pairs were made, and yeah, they disappeared quicker than defenders when Ronaldo cuts inside and smashes a top-bin rocket from 30 yards out. So yeah, the Diamond Edition wasn't just a boot, it was a legacy you could lace up. And if you ever see someone wearing these in a pickup game, just pass them the ball. You're witnessing greatness in motion. And finally, the GOAT, the magician, the man who made grown defenders cry, Lionel Andres Messi. When Adidas dropped the Messi 2022 Leyenda Edition boots, it wasn't just to sell cleats, it was to immortalize a moment in football history. These weren't your average football boots, these were the I just completed football boots. Released right after Messi lifted the World Cup like it was destined since birth. The Leyenda Edition came dressed in a divine white, pink, and gold colorway, like football itself bowed down and said, "Here, King, take these." Retail price? Just $250. Pretty humble for something that looked like it belonged in a museum next to his 7th Ballon d'Or. Resale now? Try over $15,000. Yep, these boots have more commas than your bank account. They were built on the X Speed Portal frame, engineered for explosiveness, agility, and Messi-level control. The detailing? Insane. Gold accents, Argentina flag touches, and that special 10 logo, because you know who owns that number. Only 100 pairs were made worldwide. 100. And they sold out faster than you could say, "Vamos Argentina." These aren't cleats, these are history in lace form. If you own a pair, protect them like Messi protects the ball with your life. From Messi's $15 K Leyenda boots to Ronaldinho's golden tiempos, these aren't just cleats, they're art, history, and straight-up flex material. Whether you're collecting, dreaming, or just watching from the sidelines, one thing's for sure: football boots have officially entered their drip era. Which pair would you rock if money wasn't an issue? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button like Haaland smashes goals. And don't forget to subscribe for more legendary football content every week. Until next time, stay fast, stay flashy, and never miss your shot.